What is up, everyone? Let me know if you could hear me. We got a couple people here. Super excited for this tonight. Japanese base set starter deck opening. Just got it in the mail today, a few hours ago, and I'm just super excited to do this. So what we're going to do at the beginning of the stream is look through the previous deck I bought. So for those of you who don't know, I bought a Japanese base set starter deck a couple months ago. I think it was like 7, 8, 9 months ago. Opened it up and graded the 30 cards, the Pokemon and the trainers. Got them back, sold them all. So we're going to go through all the profit, the net profit of that deck, as well as the cost of this one, and we'll just go through the numbers, and then we'll obviously open up the deck. So let me just check something out here on my end. Share story. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Story. There we go. All right. See 2 people on the stream. I can't see who it is. But we'll wait for people to start rolling in. If they roll in, if they don't, then we'll just start opening it up. Okay, let's see what's going on here. How is everybody doing tonight? What is up? Can people hear me? Toss it in the chat if you can hear me. Got 2 people in the stream here. Got some lurkers. All right, let's see what's going on here. I got a little Excel spreadsheet over to the side here. We'll take a look at some numbers and have some fun. This is going to be awesome. Hope everybody had a good Monday. I had a super long day at work. And it's just nice to relax and just open up some cards. All right, let me take a look over here. Wait for people to trickle in. People might not trickle in. I'll open it. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes though. We'll see if get some people to trickle in here, so we can have fun. Got the crazy setup here. I've got like camera, microphone, all kinds of stuff right in my face here. I'm gonna toss the link into Discord real quick. Give me a second. Share. What's up? I see Pokeneer hopped in. Let me see if I can get this stupid chat thing to work. what's going on. There we go. What is up? Thanks for hopping in. I think I did something wrong with this stupid OBS chat thing, but whatever. That's all good. I got something popped up here. It's up poking the air. Let me know if you can hear me all right. This OBS is good because you can really customize it, but it is a pain in the ass to like get everything like perfectly lined up. It just is. It's super annoying. But I think we got it good enough. I think the chat box is supposed to look a little bit different, but whatever. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Sweet. Let's switch over the camera here. Perfect. Got it popped up. Got the deck right here. It came in the mail today, and it actually looks really, really nice. If this is going to be a copy that I was going to hold on to, this would be it. Crisp corners. The seal looks really, really good. But we're not holding on to it. We are opening this thing up. This is gonna be fun. All right, let's see if I can get this this window to work properly here. Let's pop this open. Awesome. All right, cool. So I got a Google Sheet here built up. Let me move some stuff around here on my end. What's up, Jake? It's good to see you. LBC Long Beach. Is that what that means? Long Beach Collecticon? If that's what that means, then no, I won't be there, unfortunately. But it's good to see you in the chat. Jake is the one who designed my awesome logo, my Mertz Collectibles, like my YouTube banner, the logo that you see in the top left of the screen right now. It looks great. So really appreciate that. I know he designed logos and branding assets for Weedle's Warehouse as well. They look super. I really like his as well. So everybody check him out. So appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. All right, so what we've got on the screen here is, I mean, it's a spreadsheet. So on the left, we've got all of the sales. So these are every single, I believe, it should be 30 cards here. Let me count this up. Yep. So it's all 30 of the Pokemon and the trainers that came in the first deck that I purchased back. I think it was October. I can't remember the exact date. Like 8-9 months ago. But I graded all of them with PSA and hit really, really good grades. So and here's the net sale there. So we'll hop into everything. I'll explain what we got on the screen here, and we'll get into it. Oh, Shinotic. I saw you just pop in Orion Sire's mail day. He just posted. So I actually did notice. I did notice that he bought a love disc from, I believe it was Crystal Guardians, a holo from me. I saw his name pop up in the eBay sale, and I didn't realize he made a video of it. I'll have to check out his video. But thanks for stopping by, Shinotic. Yeah, that particular love disc was given to me as a throw-in by Zach Jim Mint Pokemon. I bought a Komiya Camerupt holo. Or was it a Numal holo? Anyways, EX Team Rocket Returns. I was just supporting Zach's Whatnot stream. He was giving away some LP holos, and the one that I got was in really poor condition. He felt bad after like selling it as LP or excellent that he threw in that love disc there for free, and I sold that to Orion Sires. Thanks for stopping by, Jake. Absolutely, my man. Appreciate you. Got 7 people in here. I appreciate everybody for joining. So we'll start to look at this. So I've got this the spreadsheet I've got sorted from highest sale to lowest sale. Let me just scoot some stuff over on my side. Highest sale to lowest sale. I believe the Potion, the Gust of Wind, the Nidorino, and the Growlithe. So the first 4 here were the PSA 9s. So they were the only 9s out of the entire sub, which is actually insane. So the rest, so actually we've got here a Chansey coin, so that kind of throws off the numbers that I thought these were 30 cards. But so we've got the Chansey coin here that comes inside the deck. We'll see that here in a moment. I've even got the sale number for that. So and then all the way starting at Magnemite, and then it's scrolling all the way down here to Pidgey. Or excuse me, Pikachu, Magnemite to Pikachu. These are all PSA 10s. So we super fortunate to get actually Magnemite all the way to Clefairy. Clefairy was the Hall of PSA 10. So that does equal 30 with the Chansey coin even there. So went 26 for 30 on PSA 10s. Did really well. Obviously, that you can't ask for better than that. So we've got in column B here, we've got the net sale. So minus eBay fees, minus shipping, minus everything included. In that we've got the net sale over on the left. So a PSA 9 took home $11. Obviously, PSA 9 is not much, but got $17 out of that Chansey coin. I think I sold it for like $25 plus shipping. And then you can see the numbers here. Scrolling down, all the way down to the Clefairy, which netted 234.45. So all the numbers, and we obviously had the super lucky with the Pikachu, the Pokemon breeder. That is a big number because that is a rare. So sold for a little bit more because it's a rare. So those are the numbers here. Grand total of $17.12 net profit. This isn't including grading, and we'll show the grading costs here in a second, but minus eBay fees and shipping, we made $17.12 out of all of them. So check out the chat here in a second. So Shinotic said that's funny, talking about the Orion Sires sale. So I'll have to check that out. I wonder if he showed my business card on the screen there. I'll have to check that out. But Pokeneer says sold them all already, auction or buy it now. So I sold them all. I believe I sold all of them except for a couple of the PSA 9s were just sitting in my, I think like the Growlithe here. I got to put an E at the end of this Growlithe. But the Growlithe I know I auctioned. So a couple of the PSA 9s, it was either 2 of the trainers and 1 of the Pokemon, or all 4. Maybe one of them buy it now, but I auctioned off a couple of the PSA 9s because they were just sitting in my store for several months, partially because I just wanted all the data for the full deck, like in being that way. But they actually did decent at the auctions. I mean, you're not getting much for Japanese-based PSA 9s. Are super cheap. So auctioned a couple of those, but the rest of the all the PSA 10s, I'll buy it now. So that was really good. So I just I was more patient on the Clefairy and the Pokemon breeder trainer. Was patient on those, just kept them at buy it now, kept them like right around low list or a little bit above for multiple months until they finally sold, and they did sell. So I was really pleased with the sales all around. The Pikachu sold right away. I priced that low list, but at a good price, and that fired off right away. The Charmander went away pretty quickly, but we got really lucky with the kind of distribution too. So Clefairy, not the most incredible holo that you can get, but I mean, can't complain. I do like Clefairy. I like that we obviously got a PSA 10. It in my opinion wasn't the greatest PSA 10. It was a touch off centered, and there was like a little white dot on the, I believe it was on the back, and there was one on the front. It was kind of funky. It was a little bit shifted, so it wasn't just left or right off center. It was kind of just like tilted or shifted, in my opinion. It wasn't like the most amazing card that we've ever seen, but still got a PSA 10. Got super lucky with the grades. Had an easy grader that day, I think, and all of them were just a touch off center. But hey, you can still be 60-40 get off center. So I was expecting 9s and got 10s. Got super lucky. But in terms of like the rares, the commons and uncommons, don't really want the Pokemon breeder as an awesome rare. You want like a Pokemon like a Beedrill, or what are the rares, the non-holo rares? Electrode, Beedrill. Is Arcanine a rare in this set? Dragonair. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I have a feeling Arcanine is an uncommon for some reason, but you want one of those. Dragonair would be incredible. But we got the Pokemon breeder, but still $159 after all fees, eBay fees and shipping. That's like super awesome. So Pokeneer says, wow, impressive. Yeah, it's sold all of it. So the numbers work out. So I see more people are trickling in the stream. I appreciate the people who are just hopping in here. It looks like we got 12 people in the stream, so that's awesome. I really appreciate that. We're just going through, for those who just hopped in, we've got this Google Sheet that I've got on my screen here. I'm going through all, so on the left here, column A and B, we've got the previous Japanese-based starter deck that I opened up a while back, and these are all, in column B, the net sale. All the profits from those sales. So I sold all 30 cards that I graded, including the Chansey coin, which you see here on row 6. So all the eBay minus the eBay fees and shipping. So in column B here. So we 1712 net profit on or net sales on those items. So that deck was $497.23 all in. So that was including shipping. And at the time, this was like one of the very, very last purchases that I made before I got registered with a resale certificate in the state of Illinois. So I paid sales tax on this. I think this ended around like $450, and then it was like $487 with taxes, and then shipping got it to $497. So all in cost here, where I've got the product cost highlighted here, that was the cost of the deck, $497.23. Grading all 30 of the cards, so $15, graded them at 15 times 30 is $450. So the total cost of that first deck, including grading, was $947.23. So we had the net profit on that first deck here, highlighted in green. That's $764.77. So after grading, eBay fees, shipping, I took home $764.77. So that is pretty. I was very, very pleased with that. So what we did, what any sane person would do after making $764, and I'm obviously speaking a little tongue in cheek, just joking a little bit, but what any smart person would do with those profits would buy a new one. So right here we've got the new deck. And I will show that. The Google Sheets is blocking up. The new deck right here that I got on camera that we're going to open up in a little bit. That all-in cost was $525.04. So I found a listing that was it was an auction with the starting bid at $550 with like $565 shipping. So I saw it. The seller had a pretty decent feedback or good feedback score. Several, 100 sales, like 99.7 feedback. So trusted seller. The pictures lined up. It looked legit based on the one that I opened, like how the seals were lining up, and just it looked like a totally legit deck in really good shape, crisp corners. Really pleased with that. So I just found it. I think the day of that it was ending, I just stumbled upon it, and I was like, I'm gonna put in a last minute because I had zero bid. So the starting bid was $550. I was just like, I'm gonna shoot out a $550 bid at the very last second, assuming nobody jumps in. And that's exactly what I did. At the very 3 seconds left in the auction, I just hit the starting bid at $550 and won. Nobody bid it on except for me. So the reason why it says $525 instead of $550 is because there was a deal through my credit card. They were offering 4% cash back on top of my regular credit card rewards. So I got 5.5% off of that purchase. So that's where that number comes in there at $525.04. So taking the $764 of the net profit from the first deck minus the cost of the new deck, and then assuming that we grade all 30, so that this number right here is $210.27. So I've got the $764 minus the $525, and then you'll see here I've got this minus $450. So grading it with PSA, all 30 of the cards times 15. So that's where that calculation comes in there. So right as it stands now, if I grade every single one of these 30 cards that come out of here, I will be $210 in the hole. So I'll need to recoup only $210 out of whatever grading returns that come back in order to be back in the green. So that's those are the numbers that we're looking at. Nice little breakdown here. So awesome. So appreciate everybody for hopping in. So I have this list here, and these are the hollows. So You see on the Google sheet here, right, that I've got highlighted 1 through 16, the 16 hollows that you can pull from this deck, because you can pull Machamp. So I just kind of wanted to do a little ranking before I open this deck of which ones I want the most, and I thought that would be a fun way to do it. So we're just going to start here and start ranking these 1 through 16 of what I want to pull. Obviously, I'm like want the Charizard. That's, I think, self-explanatory. So we want to pull the Charizard. So that's number 1. Gyarados, popping that up at number 2. The Gyarados Hollow was the first Hollow that I ever pulled as a kid out of any pack, but out of a base set pack. I still remember where I was in the back seat of a Target parking lot, and that was a really big deal for me. So I've always got like an affinity for Gyarados. So Gyarados, we want number 2. Let's see, what do we want to pull third? I'm big into Alakazam and Mewtwo. I love those 2 Pokemon. Would be pumped in that order, 2 and 3. I'm gonna go Blastoise 5. Excuse me, 3 and 4. Go Blastoise 5, Venusaur 6. What should we do here? We don't want a Clefairy, because I already pulled that. I don't want a Clefairy. Not that it's the worst Hollow in base set, but because I pulled it in the first one. So don't want that. I do not want, I don't know. I really don't want a Zapdos. Sorry, Josh, DeGreen Shiz. I just don't like Zapdos from base set, and because he came out with a Fossil Hollow as well. So I just feel like it's a little, base set Zapdos is just like a little watered down, because there's immediately released a Fossil Zapdos. So we don't want that watered down Zapdos. Poliwrath, pretty self-explanatory. I'll go Raichu number 7. What else do we like here? This is where it gets tough, because right in the middle, I really like Magneton. I've got that highlighted, but I also, I think we're going to go Chansey. Nidoking, Magneton. God, I don't, this is tough. Let's see here. I don't want Machamp, though, because that's kind of a dud. All right, this is what we're going to do. That's my list right there. That's what we want. Watch me pull a double Clefairy. That's all right. Or a Zapdos. That's my list. Let me know if you would pick differently, or if I'm out of my mind with that list, but that's my personal list. Pokeneer says that is only a couple duds in terms of resale value, as long as you hit the 10. So yeah, exactly. So I wonder if you're talking about the hollows or just the regular cards, but I wonder what like a hollow, what is like Poliwrath, like the worst hollow? What is a PSA 10 Japanese base Poliwrath go for these days? I wonder what the answer to that is. Probably not a ton. I feel like Japanese base is just like super underrated. I don't know. You could say that about a lot of WotC stuff right now is modern stonking, but I just love Japanese base. Shout out to Cam, who works with Z&G Emporium, for turning me on to these Japanese base starter decks. I just think that this thing right here, to get this to walk away for $525, a sealed deck with a guaranteed hollow. And not just like a sealed deck with like one random hollow, but you get a random assortment of commons and uncommons and trainers, is just insane. Like, I can get this for the price of, I could get 2 of these for the price of 1 Moonbreon, and just something's just wrong there. Just some of the modern, like I get it. The Moonbreon's a great card. It's kind of taken on a life of its own, but just that's what we always pick on when doing these modern versus vintage things. But it just doesn't seem right to get like this first set from Japan, $525 sealed, and we know they're in good condition too, because I just graded 26 out of 30 PSA 10s as well. It's not like they're like crumbled up inside here. It's just, it doesn't make sense. I don't know why more people aren't buying these things. I think Pokeneer, weren't you the one that told me in Discord the other day that you're like loving it that everybody's opening these because you're collecting a sealed one? So anyways, that brings us through kind of the cost and what we're doing. So I think we're just going to kind of get over and hop on into opening it. So without further ado, let's hide that Google sheet there. All right, so let's get into it. Oof, my heart's pumping a little bit here. Like I wonder what's in it. This is just so awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, what do we got here? So much so much value in this little deck in terms of value and collectability. Feel like it's still very unknown. Yeah, it's mind-boggling. When I found out about it in Cam, I was on I can't remember whose channel I was on, but I was on a live stream with Cam, and he was just kind of talking about how much he's bought several of these and opened them up, and he was kind of talking about the price points. And after that conversation, I just like started doing a little digging on eBay, and I was like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we bought one, and the rest is history. So appreciate Cam for letting me know about that. And we're buying another one, so prices haven't gone up too much either. That or I got a really good deal. Pokenair says, have had one in the PCs for a year, love it. Hey, you're gonna get the itch. After watching this, you're gonna get the itch to open it up. So get ready. That thing is hopefully you don't have to open that up and want to keep it sealed. You can maybe get another one to open up at some point. So, all right. So here we go. All right. So I know. So I watched I watched my first opening back. Excuse me. And I know where the hollow is. So if I'm holding like this, where my finger's pointing on the bottom, that's where the hollow sits. So when we pull this out, we've got to not show it, pull it out this way. And then we got the energies on the bottom. So at least I won't spoil it. I know that, but let's take a look at all the sides before we really hop right into it here. So we've got for those who know about this here, so this 104 where the left thumb is 104-0061. So there are two variations of a Japanese-based starter deck. So there's this one, and then there's one that is thought to be more likely or to contain no rarity cards. So I can't remember the code off the top of my head. It's in my previous YouTube video where I opened this up. I go into depth about what the other code looks like, but this is not the one. Obviously, it's not going to slip through the cracks. There's too many people with laser eyes looking out for the no rarity decks as soon as they're like, you're not going to find that unless you get extremely lucky and see something where it gets first listed by somebody who didn't know what they're doing. But anyways, 104-0061, just regular Japanese base. So always take a look out for that if you're looking at these decks online. But just take a look at this one. This one is in super, or I see somebody put it in the chat. Pokenair put -001. So, all right, thanks. Thank you. So it's 104-001 is what you want to look out for potential to hit no rarity. So thank you for that. But so taking a look at this deck, it's just look at these crisp corners. So a lot like some of the other ones that I've been seeing online, just kind of monitoring these, and one that recently sold after I got this one had there's often like a little bit of a crushed corner, or like something's bent in, or something just kind of looks junky and the decks don't look good. So in a perfect world, I would keep this sealed and buy another one. I can just keep this as a sealed collection, but I'm just not doing that. I mean, just look how crisp this is. We're just getting ready to destroy it. So all the seals look correct. And in the correct place. Doesn't look resealed. Obviously, we could get wrecked, and that's why I'm opening it right now within three days of receiving it. So I received it today, so I got to make sure to open it within 3 days of receiving the package. So if it is fake and it is resealed, I'll be covered by eBay. Obviously, we're recording it too, so that's part of the reason why we're opening right now. Not that I think it's fake, but you never know, and want to take care of those. Take advantage of that protection that eBay offers. All right, let's take another drink. Always get thirsty talking. All right, so we got the little knife, got my trusty knife, got my scissors ready to cut that back. And here we go. Hide the YouTube chat for now. Nobody's really saying anything anyways. All right, let's get into it. All right, breaking the seal. Done. Can't go back now. Doesn't matter how crispy and nice this one looks. It's done. I don't know. I'm like being so careful. This is awesome. This is what it's all about. So we'll toss away the plastic. That looks like 27-year-old plastic, 1996. 27-year-old plastic confirmed. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna pop this open. Like I was mentioning, the hollow's on the bottom, so we're not gonna spoil it. Here we go. All right, we're going to slide this out. Does that feel like a Charizard? Oh, where's the Chansey coin? That's not what we like to see. Oh, here we go. I had a little bit of a heart attack. Chansey coin on the back, secured. I was just like, my heart started pumping because I was like, shit, there's supposed to be a Chansey coin in here, and did I just get screwed? So Chansey coin right there. We got the cool little booklet that I've still got. So whew. My heart just skipped a couple beats there. I was like, God damn. All right, so we're gonna put this in the background here. All right, so here we go. So okay, so I know the energies are on the bottom, so I'm not like super concerned about like scraping the bottom up with the scissors, scraping the bottom because it's just an energy. So we're just gonna kind of clip through that. All right, so move that plastic over. All right, so this is the hollow. We're gonna set that down. We're gonna put the hollow in a sleeve. Reveal that at the end. Okay, so there's the hollow on the left. I'm moving this box to the side. It's in the way. There we go, hollow on the left. So I believe the rare is the next card here. So we're gonna sleeve that up too. All right, hollow, somebody remind me if I forget the hollow on the left, rare on the right. So then we've got 30 energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. So the reason why I took the energies off is because last time they were like, it was like a little cumbersome in my hands holding all I guess 58 cards after I sleeved the other one. So whew, here we go. I can't remember what order these go in, if it's commons, uncommons on the top, or what we're doing, but we're just going to jump into it and see what we get here. So whew, turn that over. Starting it off with a Machop. Ghastly. Starmie. Metapod. Nidoran. Got a Pokedex. Ooh, let's go. That is one of the good uncommons that you want to get, is a Dratini. So we'd love to see that. So we're going to set that to the side a little bit over here. Love to see a Dratini. Ponyta. Let's see how the centering looks. Let's just take a pause. Centering looks good. Is it touch thicker on the right? I don't know. It looks pretty darn good. The centering, actually. That's definitely PSA 10 worthy centering. At least I haven't checked the condition of the rest of the cards. Pidgey. Coughing. Diglett. Centering looks good on video, says Pokeneer. It does look good. Diglett. I love Diglett as well. One of my favorites. All right. Poliwag. Let's get a starter. Dugong. Was this a Pokeflute? Energy removal, right? Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Pikachu. That is definitely one that you want to hit there. So that's obvious. So we're gonna sleeve up our boy Pikachu here. Let's go. That's huge. We're going to sleeve up the Dratini as well. All right, so that is what you want to see. So we got a switch next up. Sorry if I bursted people's ears by screaming for getting a Pikachu. But, all right. Yes! Let's go. Got a Squirtle. We'd love to see that. What is he standing on top of? What is that? Looks like a blueberry. What is that? Anybody? Or a raspberry, sorry. What do we got? What's Squirtle standing on top of? Vulpix, that's a good one. We're going to pause to sleeve up Squirtle. That's huge. We love to see it. It's super hot in this room, so if my wife can hear me out there, please turn on the air conditioning. Let's go. Vulpix. I think she heard me. I heard some shuffling out there. She's the best. Growlithe. I don't know what this one's called. What is this? Somebody remind me. I'm not sure what this trainer's called. Gust of Wind. Yes! This is Charmander, let's go. Abra, that is another great hit. I'm going to pause to sleeve up Charmander. Let's also use this as an opportunity to take a look at the condition on the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not a white dot in sight. Perfectly centered. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. I can't even get it in the sleeve. I'm so excited. We're struggling. My arm is extended like 10 feet out in the air. Let's go. I'm going to move that to the side so we can put Charmander here. Abra is a great, just look at this. I think in 151, I think they printed, was it in 151 where they did kind of like a similar Abra? He's not like sitting on a tree, but he's on a rock in a similar pose. And it was almost like a callback to base set. So I love this base set card. I think they did that in 151, and they did it with another Pokemon as well that I can't. Charmander, I think, as well. They did like a similar, or was it a similar? Somebody correct me, but Pokeneer. I'm going to pop up the YouTube chat. Pokeneer says, damn, dude, thank you. We are we are hitting it. All that's left is a Bulbasaur, like a Charmeleon, an Ivysaur, a Wartortle. Let's go. This is awesome. All right, so what do we got here? I love my favorite hit so far, probably Squirtle or Dratini, since I pulled a Pikachu and a Charmander last one. So, all right. Caterpie. I do like Caterpie is a good common. I just like Caterpie. I like Caterpie better than Weedle. Let's see what we get here. Let's go! All 3 starters and Pikachu. Oh, this could not be going any better right now. Nidorine O, I believe. That is insane. All 3 starters and Pikachu. You got to be kidding me. Like, seriously. You kidding me? Look at this. What the? All right, we're rearranging here. And we still, I feel like I've already won, and I haven't even pulled out the holo yet. This is insane. All right, we got 15 people in here. You guys are coming at the right time. All right, what do we got here? Let's see who we got in the chat. I don't know how to say here. I'm going to pop up the chat again here. I don't know how to say your name. I've read your name in Discord 1,000 times. Seblo Bubbleman. Got it. Good to see you in here. Constant participator in the Discord. He says sheesh. Let's go. Pokeneer says he's going to open his. I hope you get as good luck as I'm getting right now. It seriously could not be going any better at all. I'm gonna have to, after this, I'm gonna have to watch some openings of some previous decks to see like what the normal amount of starters in Pikachu. It's probably completely random, and I just got super lucky. I bet you could get 0 or all of them, but we're super lucky. So, Machoke is the last of the commons and uncommons. So I know I remember the holo is on the left, so we're going to start with the rare. I don't know why I'm sleeving up Machoke. I'm not sleeving up Machoke at this time. Actually, you know what? I'm going to slow roll it and build some tension by sleeving all the commons and uncommons to make you guys wait and to build and just be an annoying YouTuber guy, but also to talk to the chat. So that is awesome. So thanks everybody for hopping in. I'm already having so much fun. This is just, that couldn't have gone any better. This is insane. Let's go. We love to see it. All right, I keep going back to this, but this Abra is just beautiful. It just is. Like a lot of people talk about, well, and it's, I don't know if it's, you can't say it's objective because art is subjective, obviously, but like this is beautiful art and it's base set. It's not just like a lot of, like the full arts are insane these days, but this, I still appreciate this. Maybe I'm just, I just have a soft spot for it. But I do love that Abra and a lot of the art from this set. Everything looks, now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, the centering is really nice. I think we're going to be sending all 30 of these just like we did last time to get graded. I wonder how long they're going to take to get back. I've got 2 orders out right now and checking the tracker every day. I know I'm not supposed to, but I do it no matter what. And it seems that PSA is going a little bit slower. It's just kind of what's going on. There was a nice little run there of where everything bulk was coming back in like 5 to 6 weeks. And I was just making some modern plays like first to market flips with PSA bulk, which is not the norm. And I got super lucky. So maybe we just got a little bit spoiled doing that because right now it's kind of back to reality. It seems to be about around 3 months of a turnaround time. Wish I could obviously have these back for Collecticon in September, but that's not looking like it's going to happen if I submit through PSA, which I'm almost certainly going to do unless I really, really start to look at these and they're like perfectly centered and there could be a possible Beckett play on a couple of them, like the starters of the holo. We'll see what holo we get. So we're just awesome. Got 17 people in here. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to open the rare and reveal the holo and the rare in just a second after I sleeve all the commons and uncommons. Very, very successful. If you just hopped in and see over to the left there, we've got Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Pikachu. Absolutely insane. Let's go. I'm probably like, I'm screaming like a crazy man. But this is so awesome. Probably going to get a Poliwrath. PSA 8 Poliwrath incoming. Whew, my arms are shaking a little bit. It's actually, kind of difficult to like hold your arms like super far out in front of this microphone and this camera. I can hardly see what's going on. My dexterity is not super awesome right now. Almost done. All right, we got the last one here, Machop. So we're going to stop delaying after this and pop into the rare once I move these sleeves to the side. All right, let's put these over here. Probably going to forget where those are in just a second. All right, hide the YouTube chat. We're going to start off with the rare. All right, what do we want? So I said Beedrill. Somebody tell me if Arcanine's a rare or not. If it is, so number 1's Dragonair, 2 Arcanine, 3 Beedrill. That's what we want. Don't want a trainer. Okay, Electrode. At least it's not another Pokemon breeder trainer. Electrode here. Another one with a double hot. I don't know why I got a second sleeve out. I'm just so excited. It's already in a sleeve. Electrode, another one that I'm not a massive fan of because there's a holo in Jungle, similar to Zapdos. I don't know why they did that with the, given it just is. Holy, a bunch of chat just popped in that I haven't seen for a long time. So I'm going to go through that in a second. I just see Ray, Dan, Josh is in here. Wow. So either everybody just stopped lurking and chatted all at the same time, or I just had like a weird lag thing. But I don't know. Just don't love, like Josh, I don't know if you were here when I was talking crap about Zapdos earlier, but so I'll pull up for the ones that just joined. I'll pull up my Google sheet where I have ranked in order. I don't know why I'm popping that over there. In order, the holos that I want to pull. Unfortunately for you, Josh, I got my boy Zapdos, or your boy Zapdos, ranked number 15 out of 16. Got Clefairy at the bottom because I pulled Clefairy in the last deck, but Zapdos, and it goes into what I'm talking about with Electrode here. I just not a gigantic fan because there's a holo in, I guess, Fossil. I said Jungle earlier, but Fossil with Zapdos, and then Electrode has a holo in Jungle. So I don't know. I kind of like this funky looking art here. But yeah, it's just not super, can't complain. All right, let's go through this chat here. So everybody commented at once, so let's take a look at the chat before we reveal the holo. What do we got here? We got Moments with Nick. Awesome polls. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate that. Ray, we got Ray in here. Good to see you. Can't wait to see you in Charlotte. Love to see Ray. Seblo Bubbleman. I must have butchered your name. Seblo Bubbleman. I don't know. I don't know how else can I say that? Seblo Bubbleman. Anyways, good. Whatever. I love having you here. Staple in the Discord. All right, Josh. Let's see Azard. I'm hoping, man. I'm really hoping. Dan. Oh, okay. So you did hop in like right at the end. So just in time, right before the holo. Thanks for stopping in, Dan. Appreciate that. Let's go. Ray's telling Dan to go to beds. Absolute definition of rocket ship emoji is all 3 starters in Pikachu. Dratini is a low key, like really, really good uncommon as well. So we love to see Dratini. All right, so Moments with Nick. Did Charmander have a print line on the back? I don't know. Let's take a look. Give me another excuse to slow roll this and give suspense for the holo. So thanks for providing that for me. We're looking for where did you see a print line? I hope not. Right there on the right. Yeah, I think he might be right here by my right thumb. That's all right. I think that's still PSA 10 worthy, huh? Unless I look at this later and there's like a big dent. I don't know. That looks like a pretty nice looking Charmander if I do say so myself. Eagle Eye Nick there noticing a print line. Sky, that one guy, fire emoji. He saw my name and just had to say it. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Seblo, shout out to the Tracker channel. Yes, so the Tracker channel in Discord, in the Pokenomics Discord, I'll give Dan a shout out here to the Pokenomics Discord. He finally gave in and made a Tracker channel for all of our PSA, like we call it the Pizza Tracker. Dan was sick and tired of seeing those updates. Dan doesn't believe in the Tracker. He hates it. He's never checked it once in his entire life, and he made a channel for the rest of us heathens to talk about it, and then he muted the channel. So we got to make sure once a day that we at Dan in the Tracker channel, so he thinks like something big happened and he has to check it, but it's like actually just nothing and just a bunch of Tracker updates. So remind me to at Dan later in the Tracker channel at least once a day. Josh says he claims the Glizzy. Actually, I've got a Glizzy binder myself, and I'm gonna have to claim that for my Glizzy binder. Dragonair RK9 is an uncommon. Thank you. That was driving me nuts. I had a feeling that RK9 was an uncommon for some reason. Dragonair sick. Jodo Jake came out of the woodworks. Yeah, everybody just started commenting right till when I got to the end. Dan says Poly over Zapdos. Get wrecked. Yeah, absolutely. Oof. Yeah, Josh is not feeling my Zapdos slander. Zapdos is goated. I mean, Zapdos is a great Pokemon. I just don't love that he's got those double hollows back to back. It waters down both. Like the fossil and the base set get watered down by them having two. LOL. Poliwrath is over Zap. Yeah, exactly. Zapdos is terrible. No, I like I said, Zapdos is good. Watered down. Pull a Poliwrath. Don't put that energy in the chat, Ray. Don't do that. You pulled. Did you ever grade that Poliwrath, by the way? PSA 8. Ray loves pain. Yes, he does. Oh, okay. All right. We're going to take one last look at the Google Sheet, and then we're going to reveal that holo. So obviously, I'm just like a stonker. We want the Charizard number 1. That's obvious. If you weren't here at the beginning when I explained why I wanted Gyarados number 2, first holo I ever pulled in Pokemon, that's why it's at number 2. Alakazam, Mewtwo, self-explanatory, awesome Pokemon. Blastoise, I love Blastoise and Venusaur, but also want the monies. Raichu, underrated holo. I love Raichu. Chansey, I don't know. Chansey's kind of, Chansey's okay. Sorry, Quichansey. Nidoking, Magneton, Hitmonchan. These are, I don't like Ninetales, and the reason why I don't like Ninetales is because it just the holo doesn't pop. It's such a dark holofoil pattern that I know it's the Galaxy holo instead of the Cosmos anyways, and it really doesn't like have that sparkly swirly pop regardless of what card gets pulled, but it does on the Japanese base, which as I'm talking realizing it does. But just like in normal English base set, the Ninetales holo is so dark. So it actually, if we pull a Ninetales here, we might not be as upset, because the main reason I don't want it is because it doesn't have Cosmos and it looks like a crappy holo, but we've got Cosmos here. Machamp, I don't know, we've all seen 1,000 million Machamps holos because it's in the 2-player starter deck in English. Poliwrath, self-explanatory trash. F5 all day. We're F5 in the Tracker chat. Pokeneer says, I'm going to read these. I promise I'm going to turn over this holo and stop making everybody wait. I promise. I'm being super annoying right now, though. Ray says he'll never grade that Poliwrath. Why? Are you too ashamed? Am feeling Mewtwo. That would be good. I would be super pumped to get a Mewtwo. That'd be great. Error box, item finder. Hey, you guys are putting negative energy in my chat. Speaking of holo popping, do love them. The Cosmos Machamp does look good. So, all right, that's enough. I've been super annoying. Let's hide the YouTube chat. Thanks everybody for stopping by. How many likes do we have? Can I do some weird annoying like thing? All right, we got 12 likes and 19 viewers. I'm not going to flip this over until I hit 16 likes. So that's what we're doing. I'm being a crusty, like super gimmicky YouTube guy, making you give me likes. I'm half kidding, but I'm half not. So just hit that like, and we're going to turn this over. I love to see it. I am feeling the Mewtwo. 15 likes. One more. Hey, we're turning it over at 16. 16 likes. Got it. Thank you. All right. What are we getting? Let's go. Okay. We'll take a Nidoking. Let's see what I had Nidoking on my list. So I had Nidoking number 9 in the bottom half, coming in at the bottom half, but I do like Nidoking. Let's take a look at this guy. Sometimes the holos have different centering than the commons and uncommons because they're printed on different sheets, but the centering looks good on this guy. It looks good. I see something kind of funky going on the top right front corner. I don't know if that's something, but it does look nice. Okay. I am happy with I'm happy with whatever I got. If I would have got the Clefairy, the Zapdos would have been pumped. This is just super, super fun. I think I came out super on top. Just, first of all, I'm just having fun, but then to pull 3 starters and a Pikachu, can't complain about a Nidoking. I actually do. Let's take a look at that. Is that a little mini swirl in the bottom there? Can I put that in the title? Swirl? Let's see what the comments are doing. Oh, people are, let's see, Thrifty. I see Thrifty pop in. Johto says, Jake says Blastoise. Mertz Blue Balls Collectibles. Hey, I had to do what I got. I had to do what I had to do to build tension, and everybody's just going to jump out right now. But we still got 19 people in here, even though I pulled it. So thanks for hopping in, Thrifty. Those likes came in. Yes, they did. I saw them skyrocket from 12 to 16 in just a little bit. Once that delay got in there, Nidoking rules. He is pretty cool. I'm going to turn around. Let's take a look at the condition on the back after I look at these comments real quick. We got King Emoji from Dan. Looks great. It does look great. I don't trust anyone who dislikes Nidoking. Yeah, now that I'm thinking, the first thing that pops in my head when I think of Nidoking is that terrible, what is it, a PSA 10 Shadowless Nidoking that is just completely wrecked with like horrible print lines and scratching and whitening on the back. And who is that? Professor Oak Cali, maybe that owns that card. That's the first thing that pops in my head when I look at Nidoking. But that Cosmos foil on these Japanese base holos just really, really pops. Is that the start of a swirl up top? All right, let's take a look at the back. Let's take a look at the back here. All right, what do we got? Oof. Couple print lines, not awesome. See here, is that a print line? Or let me kind of get that closer to my. I don't know what that is. That's kind of maybe that'll rub off. Probably won't. Looks like a print line. Not awesome. What is that? Those are definitely back print lines. Hey, what can you do? Win some, you lose some. Let's take a look at the corners. Corners, no whitening on the corners. I think that let's see down here in the bottom left, we got something going on there as well. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the holo. See if we got any print lines or scratches on the holo. It's tough to see when I'm holding this thing out in front of my face, in front of this camera. Holo's looking good. Back doesn't look awesome. Hey, but what can you do? Like this could easily just get a 10. Grader turns it over. Centering front looks great. Holo looks great. Center top to bottom, left to right. Pop it over. Look at the back real quick. Don't see the print lines and just give it a 10. Happens all the time, and it could happen here. Even if I get an 8 or a 9, don't care. Successful opening nonetheless. We got the Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Dratini. Some of the highlights there. Thanks everybody for stopping in. I'm going to try to pop that over there. Doing my best here. Really appreciate everybody jumping in. I think we're going to wrap it up here in a second once I read the last comments. That was a lot of fun. Pulled a Nidoking, pulled the 3 starters and the Pikachu. Super, super pumped. We're going to try to roll it again. Let's pop up the Google Sheet one last time. What we need to do, I got this for those that just jumped in, this net after grading here, the red number. So did the spreadsheet. You can look at all the numbers yourself, but the main number here is after the first deck purchased, after all the grading fees, after eBay fees, shipping costs, everything, all in all, after that deck, purchasing this deck, and including the $450 in grading fees that I'm going to spend on grading all 30 of these cards. That's where we're at right now. So to get back into the green or the black or whatever you want to call it, after I just need to make $210.27 on all 30 of these cards. And then again, after that's already in calculated grading. So I think we're going to come out on top regardless. It just depends. like it always does. If you just get an easy grader, I feel pretty good. I'll have to look at these cards more in depth off camera. But the Bulbasaur and everything, assuming there's not like a ton of print lines on everything, I think we're going to be doing all right. So that is awesome. Ghost Coast says Nidoking's a real one. It only takes one. I assume you're talking about the grader who just like either doesn't know, doesn't care, or just looked at it in 5 seconds and just tossed a 10 on it. Yep, you're exactly right. Only takes one. Mike dumped that bag, but yeah, he used to. I have no idea what that's referring to. Still on. Oh, you're talking. I think you must be talking about Professor Oak Callie, and his first name must be Mike. That bag, that 10 Shadowless Nidoking, that was absolutely ridiculous. That the head grader, I think, at PSA held up there and wouldn't cash in the guarantee for the customer because he was like, "Yep, this is a 10 confirmed." Outrageous. That guarantee means absolutely nothing. Zero. Looks like $300 and a 10. I wonder if that's what we're referring to Nidoking. Unfortunately, after we looked at the back, those print lines, yeah. Ghost Coast has some scuffs on the back of that holo from the other. He's Ghost Coast is talking about had some scuffs like that on the back of the holo that came from another Japanese deck box, grade a 9. Yeah, can't complain. If it grades a 9, we'll be all right. Obviously want the 10, but it is what it is. And then the last comment here, Moments with Nick. Thanks for sharing. We are going to toss it to full camera here, and we're going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate that. This was a lot of fun. Just sharing this with the community. Thanks to everybody who hopped in the video and shared this with me. Had a lot of fun. I'll be sharing the grading results. I'm sure we'll make a video, I don't know, 3-4 months from now when I get these back from PSA, and we'll talk about the numbers. If I make $550, $600 in profit, we're gonna buy another one. We'll probably buy another one regardless of how much I make. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.